Good day everyone! Let's start our lesson by finding out the next shape. Let's take a look on the picture pattern. So the missing is the hexagon. Correct. Now how do we know that is the hexagon? Because looking at the shape patterns, we will know the next picture in the sequence. Now we always use sequence in everyday life, but sometimes we don't realize it, such as our daily routine. It can be morning, school, evening, or bedtime routine. It is very important that we need to know or we need to follow the sequence. Now let me give you a specific sample. Now before you go to bed, you need to eat, wash up, brush your teeth, put on your clothes, and pray, right? Now in math, pattern is a set which consists of objects or numbers such that the objects or numbers are related to one another by a certain rule. And number patterns called sequence are generated by applying the operations to each number in the pattern. Now, each number in the pattern is called term. For example, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8 are terms. And this number patterns is called a sequence because it follows a certain rule. There are definite rules in a number pattern. We have what we call arithmetic sequence, a number pattern made by adding or subtracting the same value. For example, we have 1, 4, 7, 10. The number pattern is by adding 3 to get the next number. We also have here 10, 8, 6, 4. We get the next term by subtracting it. Geometric sequence. It is a number pattern made by multiplying and dividing the same value, each number by a common ratio. For example, we have 2, 6, 18, 54. We get the next term by multiplying it to 3, or there's a common ratio. We also have 50, 25, 12.5, 6.5. The next term we will be able to get by dividing it to 2. Next is we also have Fibonacci sequence, a number pattern which the next term is found by getting the sum of the previous two terms or two numbers. We have 1 and we add the two previous numbers, so we have 0 and 1, which is 1. Then 1 plus 1, we get 2 for the next term. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 5 is 5, and so on. So this is what we call Fibonacci sequence. Let's have more examples in finding for the next term. Find the next term in the pattern. We have 4, 9, 14, 19, 24, and what's the next term? Now finding the missing term in the sequence starts with observing how the terms behave with respect to one another. That is by looking if there is a common difference or ratio between the successive terms. So we have 4, 9, 14, 19, and 24. What operation are we going to perform to get the next number? From 4, the next term is 9. Our pattern might be we need to add 5, but we are not sure yet. We need to confirm by checking on the next term. Still adding 5, we can conclude that our rule is adding 5 since we have 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus 5 is 19, 19 plus 5 is 24, and our answer is 24 plus 5 is 29. Next, 10, 7, 4, 1. The next term after 10 is 7, so we can say that we need to subtract. We need to subtract to 3. Then you confirm it to the next term. So we have 7 minus 3 is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, right? So our rule is subtracted to 3. And to get the next term, we subtract 1 minus 3. So 1 minus 3. How do we subtract integers? We change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to the rule of addition. And in adding unlike sign, we subtract. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Copy the sign of the greater absolute value, which is 3. And then the sign of 3 is negative. Therefore, our answer is negative 2. Next is find the next 3 terms in the pattern. So we are not only getting the next term but the next 3 terms. So first we need to find the pattern or the rule. We have 4, 9, 5, 10, 6, 11, 7. So we can say that we are adding 1 alternately. So we have 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And here, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 plus 1 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13 here. And this one is 7 plus 1 is 8. So our next three terms in this pattern is 12, 8, and 13. Next, 10, 13, 17, and 22. Let's check the rule. So it is like, to get from 10, we get 13. So it's like adding 3. Then 13 to 7, adding 4. Then 17 to 22, it's like adding 5. Therefore, in this given pattern, it is changing in a predictable manner. We will be able to get the next term by adding 6, right? So 22 plus 6 is 28. Then the next term, we will add 7. That is 35. And next term, we add 8. That is 43. Next, we have find the 8th term in the pattern. So we're looking for the 8th term. This one is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. And we're looking for the 8th. So to find for the 8th term, we need to find for the 5th, 6th, 7th, and then the 8th. But first, we need to find for the rule of this pattern. So we have 2 and 4. It's like adding 2, right? And from 4 to 8, it's like adding 4. And 8 to 16, it's like adding 8, right? But we have two possible rules here. We can also multiply that to 2, right? So if you're gonna multiply it to 2, it becomes 4. 4 times 2, it becomes 8. And 8 times 2 becomes 16. Now, which is the most appropriate or correct rule? Now, take note that we need to find a similar between the relationship of two numbers. And it's easier to say that the rule is multiply by 2. Okay? And this is an example of geometric sequence. Now, since we know the pattern, all we need to do is just fill in the next terms until we find the 8th term. So we multiply right here. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we multiply it to 2. So that is 12 carry 1, 32. And 32, multiply that to 2. We have 64. And 64 multiply to 2, that is 8. 12, so that is 128. And multiply to 2. So 128 multiplied by 2, that is 16 carry 1, 5, 2. So the 8th term in the pattern is 256. So this is our answer. Last example, we have 2, 2, 4, 6, 10. And we will find the 8th term. So we only have 5 terms here. We need 3 more to find the 8th term. So this is what we're looking for. But we need to find the numbers in between until we reach 8th term. So what is our rule here? Is it arithmetic sequence, geometric sequence, or Fibonacci sequence? Let's check in the Fibonacci sequence. So we have 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So we confirm this is an example of Fibonacci sequence. So we just have to add the 2 previous numbers to get the next term. So we have 6 plus 10 is 16, and 10 plus 16 is 26, and 26 plus 16, we have here 12, carry 1, 42. Therefore, our 8th term in the pattern is 42. When we understand the pattern, we can figure out the succeeding numbers in the sequence. And if there is no pattern, it's not a sequence.